I'm going to take one sentence, turn it into a full book, fix what I don't like about it, read it in 3D, and then start a second book with the same character. Let's find out. So this is Readkidz 3.0. It's an AI platform built specifically for making children's picture books and story videos. And what I like about it is it's not really about making one book and being done. The whole idea is you start with something small and you keep building on it. Okay, so here's my one sentence. A firefly with the dimmest glow in the meadow is scared of the dark until a lost baby owl needs exactly the kind of small, steady light only he can give. That's it. That's all I'm giving it. Story style, I choose bedtime, target age, and ratio, and I choose 16:9. And now I hit generate. That's actually a full story now, beginning, middle, and built entirely off one sentence I typed in 10 seconds. That's the full first draft. But I don't have to accept it as is. I can ask for a broad rewrite or select one passage and change only that part. Next, I get to pick the art style. There's something like 70 plus styles to choose from, plus access to some serious image models under the hood. I want something soft and a little dreamy since this is a nighttime story, so I'm going with this one. Now the fun part designing my main character. This is Pip. The thing I really like here is once I lock in what Pip looks like, the platform keeps him consistent across every single page, same character, same design, every time he shows up. Now it builds out the actual storyboard page by page, with the images generated to match. Let me show you a few pages. Now, you can add the background music, generate a video, print this book, click the setting, then check the ratio setting. And if I'm stuck on something like how a page should end or what happens next, there's an AI assistant called Pudding I can just talk to. Now I'll use a quick prompt to compare the original cover with an improved version. I actually like the first one better, so let's compare the before and after and see which one works best. This is Pip. I'm saving him to my character library so I can cast him again later. That's what makes a series manageable. Now, let's check your book's workbench. It's not just flat pages, there's this immersive reading mode where the book actually feels like it has depth to it. And then, this is the part that got me one click. Now let's open the finished 3D book and see how it brings the story to life. You can flip through the pages naturally and switch between book and pop-up modes for a more interactive experience. You can also choose different reading environments, turn on the reading light, and enter full screen or immersive reading mode. The camera controls let you move around and explore the book from different angles, making the finished story feel more like an interactive experience. Choose the castle, lantern theater, and sunlit atrium. You can also print the finished book, but there is a page requirement of 20 to 50 pages. And since my book currently has only 16 pages, it isn't eligible for printing yet. But you still have other options. You can read through the pages directly, export the finished book as a PDF, and easily save or share the story with others. You can also view the complete story content and share it digitally, which makes it easy to send to family, friends, students, or anyone who wants to read it. Now here's the part I actually think is the coolest feature in this whole platform. I don't have to start from zero for the next one. I just hover over the finished book, and I get 3 options: continue this chapter, expand the story, or generate a video from it. I want to grow this into a series, so I'm going with expand the story. And the best part, Pip, and everything about how he looks just carries over automatically. I don't have to rebuild him or re-upload anything. From here, it's the same steps as before, just faster, so I'll speed through it. So really, all I need is a few simple ideas, and this can turn into a whole series of books, not just one. One more thing before we move on if I'm ever not sure what to make next. There's this light bulb icon up here. That opens up a whole panel of suggested ideas, sequels for stories I've already started, even quick animation ideas, all based on what I've already made. It's basically the platform pitching me my own next idea, which honestly is a nice problem to have. Quick look at the other side of Readkidz before we wrap up animation. Same story, same characters, but it turns into an actual moving film instead of a book. Pip keeps the same face and outfit shot to shot. I can review the shot plan before anything renders. And narration and music are already built and it plays like a cartoon, not a slideshow. Honest take the part I actually keep thinking about is the infinite canvas. Being able to fix one piece without redoing the whole project is what made this feel less like gambling on a generator and more like actually making something. It's not instant, you're still making real decisions at every step, which is honestly the point. But for someone who can't draw or write a full book alone, that's exactly what I needed. If you want to turn your story into an illustrated book, try Readkidz through the link below. I made and edited my own children's book and even started a second one. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check the link below to try it yourself.